Sanke is another fish that arrived with us in spring of last year as Nisai. This one came in bigger. This was about 56, 57 cm, and she's now 68.5. And I think this body structure, again, I think is really good. Body structure for potential size, I think, is actually a little bit better than the last fish. The last fish, the body shape itself, I think, is more predictable, like how it's going to put on weight and how the body's going to look when the fish is older. The last one, I think, is more predictable. This fish, the actual bone structure, I think, is a little bit better, and the body structure is slightly stronger, but at the same time it's carrying a little bit less weight, and it's harder to say just how the body's going to put on weight and how it's going to look when the fish is bigger. What I really like about this fish, I mean, the pattern in itself I think is nice, but as Nisai, this fish had almost no sumi at all. I'll send you a picture of it later, you can insert. There was almost no sumi. There was indication of where sumi was going to fall, but just no idea as Nisai how much sumi it would get, and I think now it's just beautiful. The placement of the sumi is fantastic. The shoulder sumi on the white, there's almost nothing on top of the red, it's all on the white ground, but the shoulder area is lovely, and I think the actual kiwa style, sashi style of the sumi, I think is really nice. And I think this kind of sumi, even on like this area here, is very easy to come up and consolidate and become really refined. What they sometimes talk about in Japan is a word like katamaru, which is kind of means like, katamaru kind of means for sumi to come together, like group up, if you like, group up, tighten up, that kind of meaning. And I think this kind of sumi, I think right now it looks really promising, really safe, and I think this fish in general I think is just a really, really nice prospect. Head is also nice on the fish, but I think this fish really easy to get big, and I think really easy excuse me, really easy to get enough sumi to be really good in the koi show. Again, right now sumi finish isn't enough for the koi show, but I think maybe another year or so I think the finish on the sumi will be good enough to go. It needs like this area to come up just a bit more, this area to come up and thicken up, and more of this to kind of block up. With those changes I think the fish will be much stronger in the show. And obviously, as we spoke with the last fish, the fish does also need more body weight to be stronger in the show. But right now this is a fish that through last summer has grown really well, and I think through the next summer as well will also grow really, really well. So the fish is growing quickly, so it's not going to put on so much body weight until the fish starts getting bigger. But in this department, this is why I'm trying a lot harder through this last summer, and through the winter we're in now, this coming summer. I'm trying a lot harder to build up a lot more body, so that next year at the koi show we will have a much more like competitive body style with how we're raising the fish. When I say that, I mean not fat. The fish need more body weight, more body shape, but not like fat, not chesty looking and not egg looking. It just needs more like muscle power, more shoulder power, and so like a thicker shoulder of the fish and thicker body line. That is what I'm trying to get with the fish through this next year.